So hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Homeroom Lending Podcast. Today I'm with my co-host, Kim Fontanez.
Hi, everyone.
And one of those special guests, Brittany. Hi, Brittany.
Hi.
So, Brittany, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? I know you're a real estate agent, and also you are a credit repair specialist.
Yes.
I see a lot of postings. I see a lot of things out there, good things about you. So, yeah, I'd just like to ask you a few questions about that. And plus, before we do that, why don't you tell us a little bit about, yourself?
Okay, well, again, my name is Brittany Figueroa, New York City resident, licensed realtor here, soon to be Florida as well.
Oh, nice.
Also, I do credit repair as well.
Excellent. And
That's great.
How long have you been doing this? How long have you been doing credit repair? How long have you been doing, being a real estate agent?
So I've been a realtor for like 6 years now. Wasn't really active up until like 3 years ago. Just trying to save up to buy a car because you need a car. To show houses.
Yes.
I've been in the credit repair business for about a year now. And reason why I got into it, I essentially needed credit repair myself.
Right.
But then, as I was calling people, like buyer leads, some of them needed credit repair in order to get pre-approved. So I'm like, why don't I just be a one-stop shop and, help people from way in the beginning? Because it's a sure thing that they're going to go with me to buy a house since I'm helping them from the beginning.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, you're trying to mold them, trying to get them exactly where they have to be.
Building their trust with that and also, so.
That's great. It's a great niche.
Yeah.
That's a big part. I mean, we get a lot of clients that have bad credit, right? And we get a lot of good ones too, but the ones where they need help, it's key to have someone to guide them through the process. It's not easy,
right?
But the rewards are, I think, priceless. I mean, what you save in terms of your credit score, interest, and across the board, not just when you're getting a mortgage, but across the board, everywhere you go, you're going to have, having a better credit is going to help you. Right. Bottom line, that's just the way things work.
Yeah, definitely. With anything, no matter what, whether
Absolutely.
It's buying a car, buying a house, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the rates, right? So here's a great example, right? Where we have rates are going up, right? So if if your credit is between 620 and 680, you definitely, whether you want to or not, I think it's you should get your credit looked at and try to get it as high as possible because every half a percentage you're looking to pay an extra, close to $50,000 on a $450,000 house, just because the rates go up. So if you can. The best way to counter that is by getting your credit up. Yes. And it's so much cheaper, not always, but on the long haul, in the long haul, it's definitely a lot cheaper to work on that and make sure you have a good credit score going into getting a mortgage. And also, if they're not getting a mortgage too, like people looking to rent right now, they're being super strict. Difficult. Yeah, very strict. I feel almost stricter than when you get a mortge.
Right. It's true.
Just the other day,
because there's so many people not paying rent.
Right. Yeah. I get that. Yeah. Just the other day, I saw someone that had a bankruptcy on their credit report over 7 years, and we can do a mortgage with someone that's had a bankruptcy, and they wouldn't give them the rental.
Wow.
Because it was on the report.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
And they had a good credit score. I think it was like 715. It wasn't.
I've seen that before. Even someone who has a good score, if you have negative items on there, you're not going to get approved, because who's going to want to lend to someone who has late payment history?
Correct.
Right.
Correct. Yeah.
So even if you have a good score, you have to make sure your credit score is clean.
That's another thing, right? Can you tell us a little bit about that? Like I know you have trade lines and you have the years that you have to have for your credit to be better. Like, let's say for example, if we had someone that needed to build their credit, they just have let's call it they're just a authorized user on somebody else's account, and that's all they have, and they're coming up with one report. What can they do to get themselves going?
Well, first thing they should do is definitely look into secure cards to build up, establish some credit. It's good to have, trade lines to be on someone's thing, but, anything could happen with that person.
Right.
Whatever they do is going to reflect upon you. So just
What are some secured cards? What kind?
I Open Sky is one. There's Discover. There's a new one called Sable, which recently my company introduced. So the good thing about that one is the turnaround is quick. So you can graduate from secured card to a regular credit card as long as your payment's on time, good activity within 4 months.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great. What was the name of it?
Sable.
Sable.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay. Yeah,
That's good
we
to
need
know.
that. I mean, listen.
Yeah.
I'm giving you scenarios like these are real scenarios. Right? This is happening
Things
right
that we
now.
deal with every day, right?
Yeah.
Right.
This is all happening right now. I have clients right now that they need help with their credit, and I'm sure a lot of people out there are in the same position.
Yes. I was one of them.
Yes, yeah. Listen, everybody goes through things in life.
Yeah, whether you're young,
yeah.
and you start out with credit, and most of the time, a lot of kids don't realize that it can hurt them.
Right,
in
and
their
they don't know
future.
it because in schools they don't teach us that.
No.
Nothing about taxes, credit. They teach us about social studies. I don't need that right now.
No,
Right.
they don't touch on. They don't touch on that in the history of finance.
Right.
That's really what they should have.
Yes.
The history of finance. Like,
And that's what happened to me. I went to college. I guess a loan was taken out.
Right.
I didn't know about it. I thought it was all paid off. And then I went to go transfer to another school, and I couldn't, get my transcript because, I had to pay them off.
Right.
I was in denial. I was young and dumb. I'm like, you know what? This is a scam, la la la. Up until I went to go get a car, my score was in the 400s.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
happens,
What is
but-
the highest credit score? So everybody knows, because there's so much controversy on that.
I believe it was 850.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because I've always heard 850,
Yeah.
and then other people I've heard, 900, 905.
I've heard that too,
Where's
but-
that coming from? Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, I've always heard an 850. But I mean, listen, God bless.
Right.
That's a great score. So
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to change anything from 850 to a 900.
Right.
no, there's no more.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really even see that big of a difference between a 780 and above.
No,
really.
exactly.
So, because a lot
It's
of
like
people.
perfect credit.
Yeah, that's excellent credit.
Now, the amount that you owe on a credit card based upon your limit, can you explain that to people? Like the number, they say it's like 30%. You don't want to owe
The ideal,
more
right?
than,
Yeah, so that's the utilization rate.
Right.
It's ideal to keep it under 30% if you want good credit. But if you want excellent credit, it's ideal to keep it under 10%, which is really hard for some people.
Under.
Yes.
under 10%.
Wow. So like 5% would be ideal. Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. You definitely see some, score boost based on, keeping it under there.
Interesting.
The 10%.
Right. And now, what about cards that people open and they don't use them?
That's fine because you don't want to close them because
Right.
it's going to mess up your credit history. And once you close an account, it'll actually, your score will go down. Even if you don't use it, try to use it sometimes, even if it's just a coffee or something, just to keep it active because the creditor, if they see it's inactive, they will close it on you.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that, actually a few times, that people say, I don't know why they closed it,
Right.
Just
Excuse me. But yeah, it's crazy. You have good credit.
and they close it.
and they close it.
Yeah.
Now also collection accounts.
Collections, yes.
Yes.
So that is
Like-
a third-party company buying your debt from your original creditors because, once the creditors can't get a hold of you or get any, funds from you, they're going to sell your debt to the collection agencies. By law, they're not supposed to call you and harass you. As long
okay.
as you don't verify that it's your debt, you can get it off. So
Okay.
it's recommended not to pay collection agencies
Not
because
to
most
pay.
of the time, they're shady.
Yeah.
They won't
Right.
even give it to the original creditors. It's a business,
Exactly.
Interesting.
People are making, money
Right.
on
Your
that.
debt.
Exactly.
Got it.
It's commission for them.
Yes, so-
Unfortunately, sorry.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, that's what I've always heard too.
Yeah. So if
So
someone
don't
has
get a collection.
Yeah. So if someone has collections, you want to get it taken off because you want to pay the original creditor, not the collection agency.
If you can go that route, definitely.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
What do you recommend someone that's traveling, like with in terms of using their credit cards? Would you like?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's a lot of reward point systems like through credit card. Like I know Amex. If you use your credit card for traveling, you get reward points. You can get like those reward points actually add up to like actual cash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know like a lot of people they'll take their credit card with, say, the lowest balance, right? And they'll use the one with the higher balance, and they end up maxing out the I guess you mentioned it before, the utilization rate, and I guess they go above, and they'll be sometimes they go over the limit because they like, what do you tell people like that? Like if they travel, like what's the what should they do? Should they like take their the biggest card balance that they have and use that? And what's the best way to go about that?
Usually I recommend for people to if they want to go over their the utilization rate or max out their card, to get business credit, because with business credit you can actually max out your limit without it touching your personal.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow,
so in order to do that, you have to file an LLC.
Okay.
And open up a business bank account, and then you establish business credit from there. But in order to establish business credit, your personal credit needs to be clean.
Of course, right? Wow, I didn't know that. That's really cool. That's I guess that's the one to use, right? If you don't want to mess, because
why not?
Never know.
Yeah, and it's good for tax deductions, tax write-offs.
Wow, folks,
that's good.
That is, that's amazing information. I mean, that's one thing. Like that's the great thing about working with experts in the industry, is that people that are looking to get the information that they need for something like this, they can't find it on the internet.
Yeah, no, it's all over the place.
It's you have the insight to be able to help people work on their credit, save them time, save them money.
Right.
It's a key thing in the industry, in what we do. I think everybody should at some point just have
somebody look at your credit,
just review it and see how they can make it
even
better.
Even if you don't have any negative items there, see how you could build it up.
Build it up, exactly, right. And it's something that it's not, the investment reward is astronomical.
Really is.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
Now, as far as real estate, like you came in a time where the market was hot.
Yeah. A
lot of action. Yeah. I'm sure you were all over the place. Like how have you handled the rush, the business?
You just do it. I don't know. There's no explanation. You just got to do it.
You're out there. So what kind of things are you doing to get business? Are you doing? Who's your clientele? Are they listings? Is it buyers?
Right now it's buyers. The way I get my clientele, through it, Instagram, social media. My team, they actually give us leads and stuff. We have lenders who pay for our marketing, so they just hand them over and stuff. Yeah,
which is good.
Yeah.
What's your social media handle? What's your hashtag? Because I know your page is unbelievable. You're like a marketing genius. You have to. Yes, your marketing is phenomenal. Yeah,
Thank you.
Like hands down. Like the stuff that you put out there. Very creative, very clean, informative. There's a lot of people putting stuff out there, and yours stands out.
Yes,
Right, I mean, I'm sure people tell you that.
Yeah, no, for sure. I've been getting a lot of clients lately, based on me just putting hashtags on my posts. They see it's educational, and then I guess they trust me.
Yes.
Through,
exactly.
Well, they're getting to know you. I feel like I know you. Like I see the stuff. Like you have the stories, you have the posts, and it's you being you, which is great. I feel like people already have the step on that. Like you already have like an insight to who you are.
Yes, I'm very transparent. I try to be very transparent. Not always business. I have a daughter, so I always make sure I put her on there because I want to be relatable.
Yes.
I want people to be like, oh, wow, she's a mom. She's doing this. She's doing that. And she's doing her damn thing,
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you are, because it's, I gotta say, like, if anybody wants to, learn or just have someone to copy off or emulate, definitely Brittany has, one of the best platforms I've seen.
Yes.
Right, hands down.
That's
really,
good.
you've done a tremendous job. A lot of times I go on there and I look and see, hey, this is something I could do.
Right.
I learned how to do the captions. Because I see you, I'm like, how does he do the captions? I got to do the captions.
Yeah.
That was so cool. And I figured it out eventually. But I think I might have actually a while back even asked you questions about how you were posting, how you were doing things a while back. I think it's pre-COVID. This is way back. But then I think we just things like everybody got so busy.
Right, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
we had we were like slammed, and I'm sure like you too as well. Like with the market was unbelievable, so you were going all over the place.
Good. If somebody wants to learn, about credit, get into the industry, what would you tell them to do? Where would they start?
Well, I have a link on my bio on my Instagram. So my Instagram is Britt the Realtor, BrittTheRealtor. I had to think about it.
Yes.
So I do have a link in my bio where people could, schedule a free credit consultation. They just let me know what it is that they want to do in terms of like what's on their credit, what are their credit goals, or like what are their overall financial goals. What would they want to do with good credit?
Right.
So I'll have the 30-minute consultation, and I just tell them, this is how it's done. This is the dispute process. Sometimes they will be interested in becoming an agent as well, because I am a credit repair agent.
Oh, awesome.
So it just goes hand in hand. Why not get your credit fixed while, helping others get their credit fixed and getting paid for it?
Exactly.
So the good thing with my company, once you become an agent or even a customer, if you refer 5 people to the company, your services are free.
Wow.
Okay, that's
wow.
great.
Wow. Oh, so look at that. So if you refer 5 people to you or to the company,
right.
Their services are free for life.
And if you become an agent, you're going to get paid. You're getting paid to get your credit fixed.
Right. So you become an agent. All right,
Yes.
that's not a bad. Yeah, that's
Very
great.
cool.
So if anybody's interested in becoming an agent, that's okay. That's a place to be. It's crazy. There's so many jobs out there. Credit repair is like so much. It's like needed to.
It's needed
to
no
the
matter
max.
what.
No matter.
Can't avoid it.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of people that are doing really well as a
Yeah.
business.
Right.
Like fixing credit.
Yes.
I feel like there's an endless amount of people out there that really can, like you said before, like it could be your credit could be good, it could be bad. You could still use the consultation.
Right.
Yeah, just to learn what's on there.
Yeah, even if they don't need the credit repair, like I teach them how they could leverage off of credit, because they say cash is king, but credit is power.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
there you go.
So I was able to invest in my first Airbnb using my business credit. So I'm still paying it off, but nothing came out of pocket, and I was able to invest into my first, Airbnb unit.
Oh, that's great.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow,
Good for you.
that's exciting.
That is exciting.
That's exciting. So before all this,
Yeah.
what did you do? Who was Brittany before real estate agent, credit repair? What was?
I was a hustler working 3 jobs back to back. My only
you go.
break was me going to the next job.
Got it.
Right.
So honestly, I didn't like working for people.
There you go.
I don't like people telling me what to do.
There you go.
How to do it. So,
And nobody in this business, I think, if
Right.
once you get into this business, that's your calling. Like
Right.
you can't work for people, or you can,
Yeah.
right? Because you have to be a follower before you could be a leader,
Yes.
right? But it's not in your nature.
No.
You got to
it's
pay your
not.
dues, and you pay your dues. Like that's why you had 3 jobs.
Right.
Not one really was like
True.
fulfilling.
You pay
and,
your
like,
dues.
Yeah, and you pay your dues,
Yeah.
and then you figure it out.
Right. And
Kind
I just didn't like the idea of having to ask someone if I can go on vacation.
Yeah.
Like, what if they said no and I booked it already?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I guess I'm fired then,
And you're
Exactly.
working your butt
Yeah.
off, and you're
Yeah.
doing the best that you can, and somebody
Right.
else has control of your life. That's the thing about what we do, right? That's we have tremendous autonomy that we can really, how they say, write our own ticket.
Right.
Whether it's credit repair, real estate, or as a loan officer, that's the business that we're in, and it's just the rewards,
There's nothing like
there's
it.
nothing more rewarding.
Yeah.
And it gives you purpose because you know that everything that you do, you're doing it for yourself.
Right.
So that's why you're successful. Otherwise, you know what it's funny? Like you could have been working that other job forever and
yeah.
still probably been going the other way.
Yeah.
And as soon as you broke out of that, it's kind of like, everything opens
Yeah.
up,
Right.
like everything, like it looks brighter. You're alive. So anybody's
Sure.
ever feeling like that, right? Like, listen, there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. There is, or working for a company. There's people that make a career out of it,
Absolutely.
and it's
Yes.
it's a beautiful thing too for some people. But then there's other people that don't fit into that, and it's okay too, right?
Yeah.
They just have to look for
Well,
the
they're
way
looking for something different.
different, right? So
That's it.
Yeah.
either credit repair, start your own business, credit repair, become an agent, a real estate agent, loan officer, any of those careers.
Yes.
And there's so many other things that you could do, but these are things. Those are the jobs right now that you could really build a business or be the business.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful, and that's how I think a lot of people that we work with.
Yeah.
That's why they're successful. They love that.
Exactly. Yeah, and you have to love it.
Yeah.
You gotta love
you know,
it, right?
at the same time, you're
You gotta
helping
love-
people.
I do, yeah, exactly. That's my thing. Like, yeah, money's cool. That's awesome. But
Right.
I want to help someone like reach new levels in their life, you know,
Exactly.
that they weren't able to before. So it's a good feeling.
It is a good feeling.
Yeah, because they're going to remember me forever. Like, yeah, she helped me with
That's
my
who did.
credit.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
I bought
of
my
course.
first house, and Brittany helped me.
Right.
Heck yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
So
good for
referrals comes from that and everything. So, you
So
know,
that's a sign of success right there. Right? That when you're getting referrals.
yeah,
Did a great job.
for sure.
It's
Yeah.
true.
So Brittany, what's something you like to let people out there, everyone watching, about yourself in terms of the business that you're doing, where you're heading, what do you want people to know about you in that sense?
I guess I could just give some advice. Like, if you feel unsure about something, just do it. Just don't think about it. Don't think about the how. Just do it. It's all going to come into place. Take risk. That's another thing. People have to build up their risk tolerance.
Right.
Because if you're going to be comfortable, you're not going to go anywhere. You got to be uncomfortable in order to grow,
Yes.
So for myself, it took me a while to take risk. I mean, I'm very frugal. I'm not gonna lie. So it took me a while to learn that I have to spend money in order to earn money.
Yeah.
So
A lot of people don't
Wow.
like that.
Key thing. I say that's like a big thing. Yeah, a lot of people that get into this business, they want to be entrepreneurs, they want to be business owners,
millionaires
But-
overnight.
but they don't want to take any risk.
Right.
They just want to do it like they were doing it at the other job. In and out,
Right.
but not taking any risk. That's you hit it. That's huge. That's a big,
That is
big,
big.
yeah. I see that all the time. For anyone out there that's in the business, if you're not investing in leads, if you're not investing in your business, whatever it is that you do, if you're not investing, if you're not taking that risk, there's no way you can grow.
Right.
It's almost impossible. But at the same time, it's not. You don't want to put money, out there and waste money. There's a
Right.
million places you could put your money in and completely waste it.
Right.
Like a ton of places. But if there's a good opportunity, that's where you want to follow up. And if it's your
Yes.
business, heck.
There's
right?
nothing better than that.
There's nothing better than that. It's the key to success.
Yeah.
Right.
Key to success. I wanted to ask you one other question on the real estate side. All right. How do you see the market? What's happening with the market? How's it? I know it's been difficult out there with the inventory and properties, and it's like the wild, wild west.
Yeah.
No,
So I want to know
yeah.
your thoughts on that.
It's crazy right now. I mean, if you see something you like, go for it
There you
quick
go.
because it'll be gone the next day. And that happened to my buyer recently. We saw it on Sunday. She didn't have the pre-approval yet. Well, she did. She didn't send me the updated one yet. She waited till the next day. Next day comes,
Yeah,
hey,
forget
sent an
it.
offer. Oh, we just got it accepted last night.
Dang it.
Right.
So yeah, it's really crazy.
Speed is key.
Yeah, speed
Yes.
is key for sure.
Yes, definitely.
Make sure you love it because there is bidding wars. People are offering over asking, So if you really, really love a house and you see your family in there,
Go for it.
Go for it.
Take the risk.
Take
Like
the
you were
risk.
saying,
Right,
take
exactly.
the
Take the
risk.
yes.
Why not? Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to make an offer. You never know. It's not a binding contract,
Right.
Just make the offer.
Yeah, rents are through the roof. No pun intended.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
But
Exactly.
and at the same time, it's hard to rent now.
Yeah.
It's harder to
Especially
rent.
with these laws and I really feel for landlords,
Me too.
It's a lot of.
I mean,
Yeah.
my mom's a landlord, but thank God we have a great tenant. He works for the
Right.
union.
Oh.
We got
That's
lucky.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, rent is crazy. Even Miami, it surpassed New York actually.
The rents.
Yes,
What the heck?
Crazy.
I guess
Yeah.
I'm not going down to Miami.
of course. When I'm planning
Orlando,
on
here
moving
it
there,
comes.
yeah, Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
of course, when I'm planning on moving there, the rent wants to go up. But
One of the things I forgot. I feel like Columbo. One more thing.
One more thing.
One more question.
Brittany's like, really?
I think I forgot actually. Guys.
No, you forgot.
Was it real estate related or?
That's funny.
Oh no, I truly forgot.
So you're thinking about moving to Miami? Is that?
Yeah. Well, my credit repair team is over there, like the top producers, and that's where all the action's at. I just went there for a week. While I was over there, I closed on 2 clients. I closed on a new agent. So the energy there is just real.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
That's what I hear. You know, this is what I wanted to ask you. Sorry, folks. I'm sorry. Spanish speaking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Un poquito.
Yes.
But you spoke when you came in, like that was pretty good. Like that was like direct. That was Spanish.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I need to learn. I mean, I'm Puerto Rican, so it's just I need to learn.
You need to learn.
Yeah.
But you understand it.
No, I understand a lot, so don't talk about me, okay? Because I don't know what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Down in Florida, the Hispanic market is on fire.
Right.
Like
yeah.
it really is. Like,
It
and
definitely
we've been
is.
meaning to get down there. I mean, we definitely have to, look into what's happening because it's really if you're a loan officer, really that's the move because the weather changes. Right now, we should be down there. We should be.
Yes, I should be down there too.
It's hard. It's you have a life here. We all have lives in New York, and it's really busy. It's really busy. So it's really hard to expand. It's a lot harder than people think. To expand and be able to do more loans and cover more.
Yeah, because you have life outside of work.
Yeah.
You have kids, family. It's tough.
It's a big But as far as like when you deal with Spanish clients, I mean, you understand them. You can handle it.
I do, but obviously I can't really speak back. I'm not really fluent. So I usually have like a partner with me.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's key. Yeah, you gotta have a partner. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really
Good.
key to have, multiple people who can speak multiple languages.
Yes.
Oh heck yeah.
So
Yeah, especially if you head down to Florida. It's
Yeah.
gonna be you're gonna.
I'm lucky.
Yeah,
He
you
speaks
might.
Spanish.
Yeah, I should,
Good thing.
Yeah.
So I got lucky.
And you'll learn it if you're in a place
for
like
sure.
that. Because
yeah. When I was over in Miami for a week, like I was already like, I was responding in Spanish
Oh,
because
wow.
I was staying with my friend and her abuela was like, they're Honduran, so they're very, giving, and she was feeding me like
Really
crazy.
sweet,
Aw.
Yeah, but I was able to respond to her in Spanish, and yeah, I got to learn some stuff.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
good.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's
Cool.
good.
So I don't know if you have any more questions.
I don't think so. I
I think we've asked you. I think you're someone that we've asked. We've asked you so many
I
questions.
know. We have.
it's like-
Sorry. Well, we haven't had anybody on here with credit repairs,
Right,
so
right.
and that's a big thing. It's
Yeah.
where it starts. Your
Right.
credit.
Yes,
So
of course.
I'm glad we had you on here. Thank you for
Thanks
coming.
for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Yeah, and hi, for people. If you have any questions about credit repair,
Yeah,
real
absolutely.
estate, reach out to Brittany. Brittany, can you just put out your phone number and your
Yeah.
IG again, your
Of
hashtag,
course.
so
Yeah,
they know where to
so-
reach you, Facebook or wherever
Yeah,
else.
yeah, sure. So again, if anyone has questions about credit repair, if you need credit repair, my number is 929-261-7098. My Instagram is Britt the Realtor, BRTTHEREALTOR.
All right, so
Perfect.
So everyone, thank you for joining
you.
us once
Thank
again
you.
to another
Brittany, thank you.
episode. Thank you,
Yes,
Brittany,
thanks
for
having me.
being
Hope
here.
to be back soon.
Yes, this is very
Yes.
exciting, and that's it for us. Cam and Jamie, thank
Yes. Thank you.
you. Take care.